a familiar feeling that many of us know all too well. Ever feel like you're stuck on a treadmill, running as fast as you can but getting nowhere no matter how hard you try? That's the harsh reality of living under a mountain of debt, where every day feels like an uphill battle. You're working hard, paying your bills, but the balances never seem to shrink, no matter how much you pay. The weight of high-interest payments keeps dragging you down, making it feel impossible to get ahead. Millions of Americans know this feeling all too well. It's time to break free from these financial chains. We're constantly bombarded with messages encouraging us to spend, borrow, and accumulate more debt. Buy now, pay later schemes promise instant gratification, but they often lead to long-term financial pain and stress. The truth is, high-interest debt is a trap, and it's time to escape. But there's hope for a better future. We can learn to make smarter choices with our money and plan for a more secure future. We can find financial freedom and build a brighter future for ourselves and our families, free from the burden of debt. It starts by understanding the dangers of debt and taking control of our finances with determination. Let's explore a path toward financial peace, starting with some age-old wisdom on debt and interest, and how to manage them wisely. For centuries, wise men and spiritual leaders have warned about the dangers of debt, emphasizing its potential to enslave individuals and societies. The Bible in particular speaks out strongly against the charging of interest, calling it usury, a practice that exploits the needy. Proverbs 22 verse 7 states, "The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is slave to the lender," highlighting the power dynamics involved. This ancient wisdom rings true today, reminding us of the timeless nature of these teachings. When we borrow money at high interest rates, we become slaves to the lender, trapped in a cycle of debt. We're forced to work harder and longer just to make our payments, leaving us with less time, money, and energy to pursue our dreams or provide for our families, creating a stressful environment. The Bible's warnings against usury highlight the inherent injustice of profiting from someone else's need, a practice that is still relevant today. When lenders charge exorbitant interest rates, they're essentially taking advantage of people's vulnerable situations, often pushing them further into debt and despair, creating a vicious cycle. This doesn't mean all borrowing is bad. It can be a useful tool when used responsibly. Sometimes, loans are necessary for major purchases like a home or education, which can be investments in our future. However, we must be aware of the risks involved and strive to minimize our debt burden whenever possible, ensuring we don't fall into financial traps. Owning a home is a cornerstone of the American dream. But for many, that dream comes with a hefty price tag, a 30-year mortgage. While mortgages can help people achieve home ownership, they also come with a significant financial burden: interest payments. Over the lifetime of a 30-year mortgage, you could end up paying more in interest than the original price of the house. That's money that could have gone towards retirement savings, your children's education, or other financial goals. Consider this. A $300,000 mortgage at a 6% interest rate will cost you an additional $321,589 in interest over 30 years. That's like buying the house twice. While mortgages are a reality for many, it's crucial to explore all options, make a substantial down payment, and consider a shorter loan term whenever possible. Remember, the goal is to own your home, not be owned by it. The U.S. national debt is a staggering figure, and a significant portion of it is due to interest. As of 2021, the national debt stands at over $28 trillion, with interest payments alone costing the government hundreds of billions each year. This debt burden affects every American, as it can lead to higher taxes, reduced government services, and increased borrowing costs. The cycle of borrowing and paying interest can be a difficult one to break, but it's crucial for the financial health of the nation. By understanding the impact of debt and interest on a national scale, we can better appreciate the importance of managing our personal finances wisely. Let's strive to reduce our own debt and advocate for responsible fiscal policies at all levels of government. Car loans and student loans are two of the most common forms of debt in America, and they're often a significant burden on young people just starting out in their adult lives. Auto loans, especially for new cars with high interest rates, can quickly turn a dream purchase into a financial nightmare. Imagine this. You finance a $30,000 car at 7% interest for 5 years. You'll pay over $4,000 in interest alone. That's like flushing a significant chunk of your hard-earned money down the drain. Student loans can be even more daunting and overwhelming. the cost of higher education has skyrocketed, leaving many graduates saddled with tens of thousands of dollars in debt before they even start their careers. This burden can delay homeownership, limit career choices, and even impact future earning potential. The key takeaway? Minimize your reliance on car loans by buying used and paying cash whenever possible. When it comes to education, explore affordable options, pursue scholarships and grants, and work part-time to minimize student loan debt as much as you can. If you found this information helpful, please subscribe to this channel for more insights on managing debt and finances.